Well, creating privacy with, well, landscaping. That's our topic here today. And who better to talk about that than Mark Linton? Mark, good to see you again.
Thank you, Craig.
You know, it's really fun when we get out of doors and get to view the different projects that you've been involved in. And this is one that dates back several years, right?
Oh my goodness, this has been an ongoing relationship. We are here in Warsaw, a beautiful development just off of Chapman Lake here. And we started working up around the house. That was a few years ago. And then it led to some island plantings. And now we just completed this privacy planting here.
Yes, you know, we talked about privacy a little bit before going on. And you made a great point. Not every community allows for fencing. And you know, you do have different ordinances and different covenants that some neighborhoods have.
Exactly.
And if you had your choice between a fence and what you've done here, it's a no-brainer, right?
It's an easy decision.
As you say.
Yeah, I'd like to share with the viewers what we did. Of course, these huge trees were already here. These are beautiful sycamore trees.
Yeah.
Provide some shade, but you know what? That also can be challenging if you don't know really what plants to use. And so everything that we've got here in our plant palette, of course, does very well in the shade. You see a lot of different varieties of hostas here. We've got golden hostas, blue hostas, variegated hostas. Those all add a lot of interest. We've got some understory trees here. These are dogwood trees that bloom in the springtime. And what we've got here is a couple of pink ones with a white one in the front and center there. Beautiful color combination.
Now you call them understory trees. What's the deal there?
Well,
they're under a story.
Yeah, they grow underneath existing trees. Yeah. They like low light conditions. We've got boxwood in here. Of course, those are evergreens, and those are going to provide some fall and winter interest, and even interest in the springtime before the leafy deciduous type of plants are up and into their glory.
So you mentioned sycamore, maple as well.
Yeah, we've got a couple of maple trees incorporated in here. So working around them, we've added some oak leaf hydrangeas, which those are going to get to be about 8-10 feet tall, 5-6 feet in width. Those will give us some nice buffer. You see a variety of perennials in here. This is a Lenten rose, blooms very early in the springtime. We've got black-eyed Susans, which are budded and starting to bloom here. The homeowner loves to attract birds, so we've got a bird bath incorporated in here. And then this is where we really needed help.
Yeah.
And so that's why you see the hemlocks in here.
Yeah, you know, it's a great thing for the homeowner to have this kind of privacy, but boy, talk about the privacy the neighbors get, and they don't have to spend a nickel on it.
Well, I think you're right. They benefit just as much as well.
But, yeah. Hemlocks are a great touch, though, aren't they?
Yes, they are. And what I like about them is that they grow in full sun. They also grow in dense shade. And what we have here is kind of a combination of shade and sun, depending upon what side. And so there really isn't any other option that would thrive and do as well as what these hemlocks do.
Boy, if you didn't know what you were doing, you could make a costly mistake, couldn't you?
Well, you wouldn't want to plant spruce trees or pine trees or fir trees here. I can tell you that'd be a major mistake.
And you know, many of us have encountered that and then wonder, you know, after a few years, why isn't this taking off?
Exactly.
Well, there's a reason why.
Of course.
Yeah.
Something I wanted to share with the viewers out there. Craig, instead of just planting a row of them here, what we did was offset these. We staggered them.
Yeah.
And we also got creative with the bed layout here. We've got some nice flow. We also wanted a good layered look, and so we've got the height in the back, and then we've got splashes of color here with the perennials. We've got the Russian sage, which is just starting to show some color here.
Now, this doesn't quite reach to the front of the property, but you've done some cornering down there too, haven't you?
Yes, we have.
Yeah.
Now we terminate the island bed here with this beautiful tree. This is a red flowering horse chestnut. Probably doesn't mean anything to you.
Horse chestnut.
Yes, but the flowers are amazing. Bloomed earlier this year. Gets to be a pretty good sized tree, but we wanted to anchor the very end of this. Their bedroom is here. They can look out and admire it as well as view it from the street.
All right. Well, nice job, Mark.
Thank you, Craig.
Outstanding. And I tell you what, if you want some ideas about creating privacy with landscaping, again, no better place to go than Linton's for all of the great ideas. Now, it doesn't stop here because the homeowner much like many of your clients, Mark, they want you to come back year after year, and there's another plan in hand, right?
We are actually kind of bouncing around some ideas, talking about expanding the outdoor living area and developing a pool house and cabana for a future project.
Outdoor living areas are so popular now.
They are.
And the privacy between outdoor living areas between neighbors, I think, is getting even more valuable.
So the nice thing is we've already planted this. It's an investment in the future. It's going to grow and mature, and by the time the pool is in, we're there.
All right. Well, great planning as usual, and as you would expect from Linton's. If you'd like more information, you can contact Linton's, of course, online at lintons.com. Mark, thanks very much. Again, good job.
Thank you, Craig.
And we've got a whole lot more coming up on the program. Don't you dare go away. We'll be right back.